Malibu Makimura was drawing the final touches to a woman's portrait when she felt the creeping sensation of someone else's emotion. Her lower half twitched as the emotion hit her feet and slithered up her legs, just like how a snake feels vibrations on the surface of the earth. Only a snake's sensory capabilities are more dependable than her psionic powers, which were annoyingly unpredictable. Malibu focused on this feeling. As it methodically slithered its way up her leg, the word sinister sprang to mind. Was that even an emotion? No, it probably wasn't. Still, sinister was the word that best described what Malibu felt. Malibu leaned back in her chair, spun the pencil between her fingers, and focused on trying to shake loose from the alien feeling. She shook her body head to toe. No dice. The emotion held firm. In fact, it continued its upward climb. It no longer felt like a snake, but an octopus wrapping its tentacles around her limbs, her neck, suffocating her. "Are you okay, dear?" asked the older woman whose portrait Malibu had been sketching. The pancake makeup on the woman's face had been packed on extra thick, her cheeks colored red, her eyebrows shaved and painted on like big, wide black rectangles. She looked pitiful and clownish. "I'm fine," said Malibu, which was suddenly true. The alien emotion, although still poisonous in nature, felt weirdly seductive as well. Almost as if Malibu was pulling the sensation toward her. She could sense the emotion slip through her skin and seep inside, and spark to life something savage and angry that had been dormant. "Yes," hissed Malibu's inner voice, a presence she was loath to acknowledge. It welcomed the feeling, found nourishment in its villainous nature. "Can I take a peek?" the woman asked, meaning the portrait. "Not yet. It's not quite done." Malibu returned her focus to her work. She drew caricatures, although not the goofy, comical types you'd seen drawn at tourist hotspots. Malibu's drawings were surrealist abstracts, a blend of Picasso and Dali. She liked what she had done with this one. The eyes were particularly cool. One was placed high on the head, and the other down near the cheek. The contrast worked. Overall, she made a point to have the woman come across as interesting and not ridiculous. Malibu could be thoughtful that way. The portrait was more or less finished, but on a whim, Malibu added one more feature: a knife. Working quickly, she drew it so it looked as if it had been recently plunged into the side of the woman's head. Small traces of blood covered the part of the knife that touched the head. Perfect. Malibu picked up the canvas and turned it to give the woman a look at what she'd drawn. The woman's eyes narrowed and then widened. A horrified expression spread across her face. "That's me?" she asked. "Uh-huh. But it doesn't look anything like me." The woman's thin lips narrowed into a line. "It's your essence." "My essence?" Her lips pursed. The makeup around them cracked. "Think of it this way," Malibu said, trying to add a professorial air to her voice. "We all exist in different realms simultaneously, parallel worlds. I focus on breaking down the doors that separate those realms of existence and capturing different elements of who you truly are. That's what I draw, those different elements." It was a practiced speech, one designed to make the subject feel like a mystery was being unveiled. Years earlier, Malibu had read part of an essay on Charles Manson that discussed his obsession with the Beatles' White Album, how he believed its songs had a hidden, deeper meaning, a meaning the Beatles themselves were unaware of, as if an unknown force was able to use the pop group to channel its message. Malibu obviously didn't approve of the murderous path Manson and his family had followed, but she was drawn to the multi-world imagery. Mainly, though, she'd found the speech helped to pacify unhappy clients. I see,"